All right, 29-15. Kai, CJ Stroud linking up courtside. The chat is in the... And he's certainly afraid to pass. Leading score in all of House of Highlights history.
Yeah.
It's quite possible. Not afraid to shoot, and he's certainly afraid to pass. And up next for Team Duke. At 6'2" out of Ohio, a straight shooter and father of two. And tonight, a lot of y'all will also be his sons. It's Devontae Friga! You know, he just got off a 10-day Carnival cruise.
Oh, yeah. I think certified hooper, maybe the best hooper on the court. It's just a matter of whether or not today's his day, man. He could spark and go for 30.
Certainly the most humble man.
And finally, standing at a 6'1" out of Greenville, South Carolina, the D-block stepper, Duke Dennis!
The man, the myth, the legend, Duke Dennis, no longer coaching, but he's stepping onto the hardwood.
Can't complain. How you doing, brother?
Good, Duke. What makes the rivalry between you and Mark so heated?
He liked to talk a lot. And, sometimes, it's hard to, but that's my homeboy regardless, though, so I love him.
Can you guarantee victory tonight?
100%.
You can guarantee it?
Oh, yeah, he didn't choose his team wisely. So, like, I got all the good players. He got, like, one or two. But I almost feel bad. It's okay, though.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Only time will tell, Duke. Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you out on the hardwood. But for now, it's time to meet the opposition, Team Mark Phillips.
First up out of the tunnel, making his return to the DreamCon court, it's the hypest man in the building out of Los Angeles, California. It's Jordan Bentley!
Now, from what I saw in warm-ups, stocky build, strong player, little jump shot reminds me of a little bit of the lucky lefty. I had to put money on it.
His big,
Because we already know the
official member. Give it to him though.
And the
Okay. Decent.
game agent.
Yep.
And then only
2-3 players. Now, if you know this is already started, so that's why I'm skipping ahead.
I'm trying to get a look at their starting five.
Oh yeah, the starting five, that's important, isn't it?
That is, each team only has 3 subs. If I'm a coach, I don't know how I'm working those rotations.
Yeah, and it's a big court, so I fully expect people to get tired. And so I think substitution can play a big role, man. Even Funny Mike might get minutes.
So, did I hear Mark correctly? Did he predict his over-under at 15 points?
He did, yeah. A little low. Usually he's like,
I'm 20 minutes.
no, I'll be lit. Hey,
Very special guest in the building.
Agency. Yo, why am I here?
Yeah, you're on the House of Highlights podcast too.
Let's get a prediction from
House of
Kai.
Highlights is going on. Team Duke is definitely going to win.
What's the score?
Response of his own off the rim.
Up to
That in Cam Waters' grill, in and out.
Little hustle there.
Loose ball corralled by Kennedy.
Duke on the drive. Layup, no rebound, keeps it.
YPK, he's been working on his long distance shots. No. If he's hitting that, it's going to be a long night.
Oh, yeah. If he's hitting those on top of his high flying. Here we go, Mark. No.
Mark with the
Not
response
quite.
of his own off the rim.
Up
And a
to
fast
Friga.
break to Friga. Pump fake. Up and in. An early 5-0 lead for Team Duke.
Yep, I would say this is what I expected, but that has already been said.
Well, we got Cam, we got Black. These are true shooters and volume scorers. Mark at the 1. That's an interesting strategy to start.
Mark at the 1 and Mark for the tip-off.
He's a point center. Stolen by Ray. We are going the other way.
May need a timeout. You know those early timeouts are necessary sometimes just to slow the momentum. Duke Dennis! It was a draft of wind. Did you feel it?
I did,
Yeah.
of course. Now, you know Duke's game better than most. Who do you think he plays like?
Duke Dennis plays like... Wow, that's a great question. I never thought about that.
Black to Hasanabi in the post. That's looking like Charles Oakley with the fadeaway.
Let's not with the fadeaway. It doesn't connect.
Boy, I gotta do better.
Duke this time bringing it up.
We got a bunch of ball handlers. Euro step, righty layup on the left side, and it's 7-0 early
Yeah, we play all the time on the A&P court. One thing we know about Duke Dennis, man, once he gets ahead of steam, good luck, bro. Just take the charge.
What about his jump shot? Can he hit that?
He can. Rough start. Oh, that's Cam. Money.
And Wilder, a step back three. You know he's very capable of beating up.
He's going to have to be capable of 40 here today. Might need a few more of those.
It is 7-3. Team Duke leads Team Mark. Friga cutting in the paint. Finds Kennedy in the corner.
Wide open shot. No, front rim. Ippy on the break here.
Ippy in transition. This is Mark's X Factor. Blocked by Harden.
Gets it right back, though. Looking to reset. Nice slide there. Hassan, no! Friga on the block.
Great contest by Friga right there. And Team Duke is out. Oh, looking like a wide receiver.
What is the Richard Sherman? Corner three.
Again for Ray. No, but rebounded by Duke. This unit is firing on all cylinders right now.
You know, you asked me about X Factor. I'll ask you the same question, but I think Cam is going to play a big role, Cam Wilder. I think if Cam can have a big game here today, he might just save it.
I think he needs to put the team on his back. Black boy, Max cannot
Rebound
connect.
from Hassan. And we expect those that from Hassan needs to be in the block rebounding just like that.
For them to have a shot, they're going to need Hasanabi to play. Oh! Blocked by Friga!
He gets it set. Fast break for Team Duke.
Kick out.
Hassan needs to be in the block rebounding just like that.
For them to have a shot, they're going to need Hasanabi to play. Oh! Blocked by Friga!
He gets it set. Fast break for Team Duke.
Kick out. Reward Friga for three. Oh, cannot connect, and we're going the other way. Cam, I am.
He does have the green light, I won't lie.
Oh,
I'm comfortable with him
100%.
taking that every time.
He needs to. But you know what? I'm actually impressed by Team Duke's defense.
Yeah, me too. I feel like we're seeing hustle on both sides of the court. Wide open, Friga.
Oh, you cannot give them two in a
That's
row.
too easy.
No, no, no!
That is too easy. Timeout called. They're going to have to talk things over.
Agent, how would you try to slow down Team Duke? Because this is a threat offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I think just getting back on the fast break, they're just getting out, pushing the tempo, and creating open opportunities. There should be no planet where Friga's open in the corner.
They're reminding me right now of the Indiana Pacers style.
Yeah.
Breakneck pace, 7 seconds or less. Let's listen into the huddles though. I believe Sketch has acquired a whistle finally, so prepare for some technical fouls real soon.
We good.
Team Duke leads early 12-3, 8:15 remaining in the first.
We good.
Looks like both teams are bringing back out their original fives.
Yeah, I think in this instance, a timeout to stop the momentum necessary. Team Mark is not off to an awful start. They're just, I feel like they might just be in their heads a little bit.
They've had looks though.
Yeah, they
Had
have.
chances.
They have. Team Duke is playing great defense so far.
They are protecting the rim with ferocity. Ippy spinning, winning with the left hand. Iceman Ippy, the X Factor.
Yeah, they said he could beat Duke Dennis in the game, so he's gonna have to keep performing like that. Duke on the drive all the way.
Oh, rivalry, and he's just too little, says Duke Dennis.
As I said, man, don't give him the drive. He's a good shooter, but I'm forcing Duke to shoot every time if I'm Team Mark.
Agent, do you remember the origins of the Mark and Duke rivalry?
I remember last year's event. You're gonna have to tell me the origins.
I believe it might have been dodgeball back in the day.
Oh, you're right.
You participated in that.
Yeah, I did. I've lost many dodgeball tournaments.
Mark
Nice snatch back, Mark! Back rim. Good
cannot
try.
connect, and YPK Ray, he might be in the best
Late call.
condition here.
Yeah.
A late call, Agent. Was that a good call?
Yeah, I think it was a good call. We're gonna have to see the replay. It was just a late call. I think if it went in, he would have let them play.
Hasanabi, he's a tough player to officiate, given the fact that he's an absolute unit. Let's take a look here. Outlet pass by Harden. YPK is sprinting all day. Not a lot of contact for a creator league.
Yeah, he did a great job at flopping on the ground there. Sometimes you need that at your team, though. Get some free throws in.
Why not? 15-5, a 10-point deficit early for Team Mark. Keep in mind we have a running clock until the last 2 minutes. And substitutions are in. Sixth man of the year, Ray Asian Boy, has just checked into the game.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little surprised to see Ray not starting. Obviously a three-point threat. He also has a good drive and some decent handles. So he's subbing out Hassan. Interesting pick because, you know, they kind of play very different roles. But Ray on the court for the first time. We'll see what he can do.
They're going a little offense, defense substitution there.
Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, Hassan on. Yeah.
Cam. Might be too much space, but he cannot connect. Rebounded by Duke, and he is out.
Duke with another drive and another lay.
Straight to the rack, up and under. That is premier athleticism from Duke.
And oh, what a pick!
He's everywhere, Agent.
Duke up to Friga. Friga back to Duke. No.
They tried to go Showtime, but they reset. It looks like they have a legitimate offensive set here.
It almost feels like they've played before.
100%. Back to Duke. Uh-oh.
Deep shot!
Oh, Duke Dennis in a great contest from Mark. There's nothing you could do about that one.
If you are going to give him a play, give him that shot. But, man, can he knock that down?
Excellent contest by Duke, but Cam finishes regardless. He's going to have to keep them in this game. Ray, that is Swiss cheese defense. Also, Agent, don't look now. Duke Dennis already has 11 points and 5 rebounds.
Yeah, look, I don't know how many timeouts they have, but they may need more, man. They got to stop the bleeding. Max on the drive, no call.
I mean, Team Duke has it all.
And they give it to Team Duke. Oh, no, they say a timeout was called. Team Mark may want to contest that because...
Yeah, I don't know where they're going to contest it, but they might want to make the challenge symbol regardless.
Yeah, I don't know if they've been given challenge rights, but...
Jabari Smith having a word with the official. They lead 22-7. How's the chat, Agent?
Oh, yeah, they're loving it right now. One guy just said L refs. But they went a little ballistics when Duke hit that shot earlier.
Refs are human. Players miss layups. A ref may miss a call.
And, you know, I used to be a ref, too.
When?
Yeah, I ref wheelchair basketball, men's league, and youth basketball. So I know what it's like to be hated by everybody on the court.
What was your favorite call to make?
The favorite part is when you get a charge and you get to do this. Ah!
But I can see you being fair and balanced. Most Canadians are.
Nah, yeah. It's actually kind of fun to do when people don't hate you.
22-7, a 15-point deficit early. Is this what you were expecting?
No, 22-7, I don't think anybody expected that. That's a lot, man. You know, let's be honest. That's a lot. But it's where we're at, man. Team Mark, obviously the underdogs here today. They just need to get some offense going.
I know the fans at home are dying to see Ray Asian Boy start cooking. Team Mark ball under the basket. 4:40 left in the first quarter. And B-Lou has checked into the ball game along with Zias.
Oh, wow, he's pretty decent.
And a blow by on Ray.
We may have underrated B-Lou.
Ray is an offensive specialist, but how are his defensive skills?
Ray's defense not the best. He's a little on the smaller side. So it just depends on who he's guarding. But honestly, if he's hitting that jump shot, it doesn't matter. Here we go, Ray for three.
Oh, almost a Tyrese Halliburton make the places ready to explode. 13-point deficit, Cam Wilder wearing 24, going the other way. Goes up and gets fouled.
Yeah, they need Cam to honestly just keep doing that.
Everything.
Maybe 5 out and call a high pick and roll and hope for the best. Catch a bad defender on the island and cook.
22-9, Cam Wilder already 5 points, 2 for 5 from the field. Looking to add on 2 more right now. A little controversy. This is definitely a shooting foul. This could be the time where Team Mark makes their comeback. Funny Mike's checked into the game.
Yeah, free throws are good because it slows the game down, especially when you don't have the momentum on your side. You get a player like Cam hits both free throws. That has to feel good.
And just like that, we have our power play activated. Both teams double points for 60 seconds of action. So right now, a 3 would be 6, a 2 would be 4, so on and so forth.
And a wide open three on the power play. No!
That was for 6. Rebound, Funny Mike.
He gets it back. YPK. I'm pulling.
Ray sizing up the defense, running through the lane. Funny Mike can't corral the pass.
And sometimes the flashy pass is risky. Max, push the tempo. Wide open. Oh, no, save.
Never save the ball under your own basket.
That's rule number 1.
No one has capitalized on this power play. Uh-oh, Ray.
Ray, good pump fake, drive. Met at the rim.
Good contest. 19 seconds remaining on this power play. Would you hold the ball, try to get one shot?
No, I would. That's a great question. Yeah, I guess you probably should, huh?
They might just want to get the best shot. Ray.
First available shot.
Out to Kennedy. He's in Caitlin Clark range right now.
Gets that screen. No, stolen. Great defense.
Great defense by Bentley. 11 seconds left on this power play. A 6-pointer right here for Team Mark would be massive. That's what I'm drawing up if I'm Coach Jabari.
Yeah, this is the perfect time for them to catch up. Power play, you get double points. I'm pulling up if I'm Max.
He listened to you. Off the dribble.
All right.
Another draft of win did
I think it was a draft of win.
Houston is called the Windy City for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they call it that all the time.
Now 3 seconds left. Do you put up a prayer or do you just
I'm chugging that.
2,
Apparently they're not.
1, and it looks like the power play has been killed. No damage done on either side. YPK Ray looking to orchestrate.
Yeah, that's the one good thing. It don't matter how much you're down, man. There's going to be another power play next quarter.
Yeah.
3 ball.
4-3, Cam Kennedy.
Cam, straight up athlete. That's not the guy you want to lead. That might have been a backcourt. Sketch was right there. I can't believe he didn't see that.
Sketch made the call only after you called it out. Like a true
good call,
NBA
Sketch.
referee.
Great call.
They're frustrated it was late, but I would say it was potentially correct.
No, it was just right in front of him. That's my favorite part. He couldn't have been closer to the backcourt.
Listen, CJ Stroud likes the call. That is Sketch's favorite player. Dynamic duo right there.
Yeah, it sure is, man. Houston legend.
I can't wait to take a look at that. We'll see if Sketch is 1 for 1. Ooh, Ray.
Nice
Crossover.
move.
Step back. Oh my God!
And 1! Last year's MVP for a reason.
Adrian, talk about the progress that Ray is showing in his game. He's not just a driver anymore.
Yeah, high pick and roll, step back off the screen. Take a look, man. Brick wall there, and then finds himself open. Money.
And that wasn't a flop. That was a legit foul for the 4-point potential opportunity.
Imagine if he hit that during the power play.
8-point play overall. Keep that in mind next time, fellas.
28-11 is the score. I mean, Team Duke the favorites, but not by this much.
Also, Ray, 3 assists already early.
Yeah, well, honestly, Kai Sinet's 50-point prediction might prove to be true.
We're pacing for more than that. Bilu, right to the rim. They're just going to have to stay alive. 13-29.
Bilu might be Team Duke's kryptonite. Every time I touch the ball, everybody just gets out the way. Wide open layups.
Ray attacking. Ray to Ray connection. Doubled at the foul line. Good defense. Picks up the dribble. Looked like a lot of contact.
I don't know.
Another save.
Cam on the drive, up to Max for the lay. And we got Dez. Dez complaining to the refs over here. Sketch not having it.
29-15. Ray to Ray. Looking to isolate on Jordan Bentley. His time is now.
ISO, high pick and roll for Ray. What a pass! Z is unable to hold on to it. 25 hands attribute, obviously.
That was so much more fundamental than anyone was expecting.
Yeah. 95 pass accuracy from Ray. I did not think that was in his bag.
Now I need to see Zias punished on the low block.
Yeah, no tackles out of Zias so far today.
A lot of contact, no call. Ray going the other way. 3 seconds, 2. He needs to put up a shot.
Shoot.
Oh, and they can't get up a shot. And from the looks of it, Zias may have only played football growing up.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you might need out of him, you know? Shoulder down and just truck the opponent.
Especially with the team construction, that's a perfect addition.
The band.
All right, 29-15. Kai, CJ Stroud linking up courtside. The chat is in the building.
Yeah, they got a, hey, we got Davis here today. Yo, Ray, shoot the ball.
Davis, how can Team Mark make a comeback? What would you do?
How can Team Mark make a comeback? Are you kidding me? The other team has Duke Dennis.
That's all it takes.
Dante Friga. And YB, it's over, bro. It's over. Hang it up. Hang it up. Yeah, Davis is saying hang it up. Kai is saying 50-point win.
Some motivational words in Asian. It's looking like a Miami Heat game. It took a second, but the crowd is sold out officially right now.
Oh, yeah. It's fully packed here today. Everybody trying to see the action. Team Duke versus Team Mark. 29-15 is the score. Second quarter. They got, I mean, I don't know what you need to say if you're in Team Mark, but they just need to start hitting shots.
They need to take a long, hard look in the mirror. It's time for Cam to heat up. It's time for Flack to heat up. Mark, crash the glass, hustle, and muscle your way.
Yeah, I think Cam, Max, they need to take over, bro. They need to do something right now.
Have you checked out any of the other DreamCon festivities today?
Yeah, I was at DreamCon basically all yesterday, a few hours here today. Absolutely loved it, had a marvelous time. There's still parts I haven't explored yet, but I'm buying Pokemon cards, all kind of art, lovely time.
What's the best card you got?
Ooh, I just got like a Pokemon Go Times Square Mewtwo in a pack opening I did 4 days ago.
Mewtwo?
Yeah, but like he's in Times Square. It's a really cool card.
Some consider him the GOAT, no?
Yeah, he's my GOAT. He's my GOAT. No debate about it to me.
All right, 29-15, second quarter's about to get underway here. A lot of heat on Sketch in that first quarter. Fair or foul?
Yeah, I'd say fair. He was right in front of a couple plays that happened, but he made the right call at the end of the day.
That's what's most important.
I don't want to hear any more shit from this table over here. I'm locked in.
Yeah, we might be the first commentators to ever get a technical foul. Max for three! In and out. Cam on the rebound.
Duke looks like he's on a mission right there. Oh my God. He's going 0 to 60.
If he does have that Cam on his chest, it would have been a great time to take a charge and get a good POV of Duke running into you.
You think anyone out here is bold enough to take a charge from the full steam of Duke?
I would.
Duke Dennis at the line, rocking that 34. Young Diesel in the building.
There was a famous moment during last year's basketball game where Davis had 4 free throws and went 0 for 4. Do you remember that?
I was announcing that game. I distinctly remember how unclutch that was from Davis.
One of the most unclutch things I may have ever seen.
Overall, I do like his game, though.
We're 0-2 from Duke Dennis. He does practice free throws.
Hasanabi. Belu, you said that's the kryptonite. Black.
Yeah, almost on the side. I don't know why he gets subbed out, man. He's been in all game.
Belu, lefty layup, you said that's the kryptonite.
Yeah, if there's one player that's over-delivering right now, it's Belu. He's finding himself in the paint, finding opportunities, and as long as they keep sleeping on him, man, take advantage.
YP.
Someone in the chat said Hassan runs so funny. Riga pump fake, drive to Hassan. No, that's on.
That's so
6'6", I assume.
Ice! Man! I wonder if he even knows who George Gervin is. But
right
just
now,
like that, we got a 10-point game. Friga. Oh.
Pass that up.
He's bailing them out, not taking that shot. But he wants Hassan on the island. Wow. Wow. And one, you know.
Friga's one of those hoopers where, like, if it's too easy, he doesn't like it.
Also, Friga plays a very simple game. Nothing too crazy, north, south. Very quick, deceptively fast.
Yeah, Friga, very, very talented hooper, YouTuber, makes fantastic basketball content. Honestly, he's a year, 2 years away from just being a straight-up legend in his space, man. But you put him on the court, he's always the best person on the court, man.
Adrian, this might be your favorite YouTuber.
Nah, he is. I love him, bro. I love him a lot. His content's great. He's a genuine guy, too.
29-19. We got a 10-point game. Great start.
Sketch is distracted right now.
Do you blame the brother?
Nah, yeah. Sketch is saying hi to some friends. Riga for three. No rebound.
No call on the floor. We're going the other way. Ippy, Bilu, Hasanabi, Mark, and Cam. I'm liking this lineup for Team Mark.
Yeah, a slow start for Team Duke in the second quarter. Team Mark's been playing pretty well.
Entry pass to Hasanabi. You know, white guys love wearing 42.
They sure do. Ippy, lay, no. Duke on the rebound, ball poke.
Out of bounds, call on the floor. It is staying with Team Mark.
29-19, Team Mark closing the gap. And again, each quarter there is a power play, so double point opportunity. They're not out of it. They got a lot of game to play, man.
Bilu right now is a contender for 6th Man of the Year. Orchestrating. Back to Mark, he's got the size advantage. Jab, almost dribbles right into a double team. Maintains possession.
Oh, good defense by Ray.
Stripped by Ray.
YBK.
Whoa!
Oh,
My God, the Ray to Ray connection is lethal.
no. Well, that would have been such an amazing highlight. Mark though on the counter. Front rim. Hassan. He gets 2 points.
That was a very difficult baby hook.
I can't say I've ever seen somebody try an alley-oop off the ground in game before.
Ray's a highlight just waiting to happen.
Man, that would have been amazing.
Duke. But you know what's underrated about Duke's game to me is just the pure hustle.
Yeah, and Duke did tell me before the game, I said, how much are you going to try? He said, not that much. Well, he's hustling out there today.
Nah, he lied. He's going for it. He might want that MVP.
Oh, yeah. Look, that's what I love out of YPK. Like, what a way to get the fans into it, man. You know, you're up 9, you're up 8. Ray for 3, corner. Not quite.
Ooh, almost rebounded by Harden. Mark playing a lot of point guard tonight.
Yeah.
Looking like improved handle package.
One-man fast break.
Oh, can't corral. Rebounded. Ippy also can't connect.
They just can't finish.
They're having their chances, Agent.
But, and I'll say, Team Duke has been stuck at 29 points for an awfully long time.
Friga, Wilder, 2 titans of the YouTube basketball space.
Fade away. Not quite.
Rebound Cam.
Yep.
Ultimate green light. Tween.
Hey, you got Friga on, you just pass it up.
Mark for 3. Has not scored just yet. Does have 2 rebounds on the day.
Duke for 3. Rebound Friga to end the dry spell for Team Duke.
Is Duke settling for those?
A little bit, because the drive was working a lot in the first quarter. I think maybe after hitting that 3-point shot, getting a little comfortable there at 3-point line.
I mean, every big man wants to be a guard.
Cam off the back rim. Rebound goes to Team Duke. Over to Ray, cross court.
He's got options, Agent. He's got options.
Corner 3, Friga, no.
Wow, a surprising miss. And that is just unacceptable rebounding from Team Mark. Oh, and a hard foul from YPK.
Yeah, he'll need a chiropractor after that one.
Gets up with a smile. He knows every point he scores, he's one step closer to back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah, I mean, he got bounced. Let me say that, man. Every time he goes, layups look like he's going up for it each time.
He's a perfect player for an all-star type contest.
No, he is. He's so exciting to watch. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, having a hell of a game. Early MVP candidates, man, he's up there.
So I'm going to give him credit for living in Las Vegas and staying so focused on his physical regimen, because I would be distracted.
Oh, yes. A lot of temptations, man. Lots of good food in Vegas.
What is your favorite American city to visit?
Favorite city?
If you had to go somewhere,
New York and Hawaii.
Hawaii.
City vibe, New York, undefeated. Hawaii is just like, it reminds you like life is beautiful.
That's a beautiful sentiment.
Yeah. 31-21 is the score. Team Duke having a little bit of a slow second quarter. What are they going to do to break out of that one?
Honestly, just keep going. Find Friga, find Duke, and start attacking the rim. Kick out to Friga once Duke is inside. If they keep playing their game, I assume they will coast. But Team Mark putting up a little bit of a fight. Cutting to that big
Everyone's telling me Hawaii is not a state.
It's not a city. It's not, I was going to say something.
Honolulu, I don't know. Like, yeah, same thing.
It's nice getting direct feedback from the fans.
Here we got free throws and a YPK.
Ray still scoreless. 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists for Ray. He's looking at a potential triple-double.
Yeah.
Duke Dennis himself, 11. Who's the MVP so far for you?
It's going to have to be Ray. This Ray. Other Ray hasn't hit yet.
Over Duke. You think he's established himself?
I think Duke first quarter looked really strong, driving to the rim, settling for a little too many jump shots, but also he's getting his teammates involved.
You know what? I'm just looking at this now. Team Mark is 1 for 9 from 3.
Holy smokes.
Do they keep shooting or do they attack the basket?
You low-key have to keep shooting. The spacing is kind of just cooked if you stop shooting. Eventually, I mean, there's some good hoopers on the court. The shot's going to land.
33, 221, 4:45 remaining in the second quarter. And it's just not falling for Team Mark. And Duke is a powerhouse with these boards.
One-man fast break. He tries to go all the way. Picks it up. No! Rims out.
An unlucky bounce. Cam going the other way.
Cam to Impey. Easy lay. Hey, don't look now, but Team Mark looks pretty good.
All they got to do is keep it within this distance until the fourth quarter. They'll be good.
Mark talked a big game out of Impey. Impey performing pretty well here. Definitely picked up. Is that Mike?
Absolutely. 6 points and 4 points for Impey. And they will take shots like that. Impey. What a pass. Black boy Max. Excellent transition. Basketball, 8-point game.
Funny Mike, great entertainer. Obviously, that was an entertaining jump shot. Can't say it was accurate.
Let's see another one, though. And just like that, we have another power play. 60 seconds on the clock. All points are doubled. That would have been huge right here.
Yeah, a 3-ball for Team Mark puts him right back in it. Play. That's 6 points.
Max.
Easy. Oh, my God!
Oh, he was soaring through but couldn't connect. That's a big loss of 4 points right there. A 4-point
Maybe just got in his head. I mean, you won't get it. More open layup than that.
He might have been expecting a bigger contest.
In the power play, that would have been 4 points. Sucks, but I mean, you got to move on to the next possession.
You know what? I am impressed with Coach Smith Jr. keeping this team alive.
Yeah, Coach is doing a great job. They're standing up. They're yelling at their team.
He's taking plays from Udoka's playbook. Ray
keeping the dribble alive. Duke on the lay. No.
Yeah, it's starting not to fall.
Max wide open.
And they're playing some good team
on the
basketball.
power play. Yep, that's 4 points.
A 4-point layup. It's a 4-point game. He made sure that one connected.
It looked like it was going to be a 50-point blowout last quarter, and just like that, we got a ball game.
That's what happens at DreamCon. No matter what, it's going to be an entertaining classic. Friga, he wants 6 here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. He's sizing up. Impey on the drive. Mike!
Why not?
Oh,
why not?
Bank is open.
Wow, another 4-point layup is good, and we've got a tie game.
And just like that.
If you can take advantage of the power play, you're probably going to win the game.
Yep. 7 seconds left in the power play.
5,
4, 3, 2,
Duke for 6. Wow, excellent use of the power play.
Yeah.
Approaching 2 minutes left in the first half.
Wow, the coach has to be happy with how they perform right there in that last minute.
Absolutely. Now we got breakneck up and down pace. Oh, a beautiful Euro. English off the glass. Agent's favorite player.
Oh my God, what a finesse move right there. It just looks so smooth.
Ooh, whoa, Vicky cannot connect. 2-point game.
Timeout.
I believe I saw Ray Kai courtside. Is Lil Tay joining us as well?
You say who?
Ray Kai.
Lil Tay.
Yeah.
I see Rakai in the building, man.
Will Lil Tay be joining us?
He can hoop a little bit too. He could get on the court, maybe give you 5, maybe give you 6 on a good day.
Davis is out there acting like he's about to get inducted into the Ring of Honor of DreamCon.
You know, Davis been a part of many House of Highlights events himself.
But we're not going to forget the infamous 4.
The infamous 4, man. I wish there was a replay we could pull up because it was truly just an epic moment from last year's game.
We need archival footage immediately.
If there is some footage, let's bring that up at some point in this game, man.
But Asia, we thought this might have been cut and dry. Team Duke winning. What do you think about Team Mark's efforts?
Team Mark, just resilience, man. Like, Impey getting open down low. I think, like, they just kept their head on straight, and they were easy buckets. The defense from Team Duke.
Y'all got to put Zias on the court.
Laid up. And there we go, Mark.
Got to put Zias on the court.
Calming with his team. Trying to make sure everybody is on the same page. You want that out of your team captain.
Friga on Bentley. That's a mismatch.
Can you do it again? Ray, no!
Perfectly timed air ball back to Kennedy, who you know is never going to take a bad shot.
No, impossible, man. He has such a high, he's just so tall, he shoots so high. Oh, Ray, again, same spot.
Oh,
Another
that
rebound.
is a man's board from Duke Dennis.
And if you remember last year, he did a lot of the same. A lot of rebounds, a lot of putbacks.
He also scored in his own basket.
Yep, and he told me, almost cookies. He told me earlier this game he was expecting a double-double, a lot of rebounds, a lot of points.
And he's a rebound away from a double-double in the first half.
Oh, wow.
So we might be eyeing a 20-20 game.
Yeah, he was not playing.
Less than a minute to go here in the first half at DreamCon. No! It's just too easy. He makes it look effortless.
I'm not sure what you can do about that, I'll be honest. You just have to say GG's.
He also hasn't had many shot attempts as well, and he has 12 points on the night.
Yeah, he said he was going to play make. Oh, tried to go for the steal, missed it. Cam for three.
Cam,
No.
I am, has yet to catch fire, but Kennedy stepped out of bounds.
It's been a great game so far. Team Duke had a little bit of momentum here as the second quarter's winding down, and we're getting ready for halftime. Heading into the halftime, though, like, you want to close out strong. You want to go in there with momentum.
Is this so great? Would it be insane to hold for one shot in a game like this?
Nah, I'd do it.
Well, they ain't listening.
I would do it, but they didn't do it.
Let's see if Friga chooses to. YP.
17 seconds on the clock.
Oh, a Marbury pass. Kennedy, just fundamental basketball. 7 seconds remaining. You Should Know podcast corrals the board. Puts it in 3 seconds. 2,
1.
Wilder from long range, 42-33 going into the half. Team Duke is up on top. An entertaining half, up and down. Both teams giving it their all. Duke with 13, Friga with 12. Halftime here at DreamCon. I have last year's reigning MVP YPK Ray. Y'all got off to a hot start. What happened there for them to get back in the game?
What, for them to get back in the game? Oh, they just hit some shots. You know, we chilling a little bit. We playing around. We bringing a little entertainment to the game. But I feel like if we really lock in, we could pull away, you know, get a bigger dub, you know what I'm saying? But this is cool. This is entertainment, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here to do. We're here to entertain.
And what can we expect from the second half? Y'all got offensive sets. It looks like you guys have played together before.
No, we just hoopers. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you put a bunch of hoopers on the court, they're going to look like they've been there before. And we've been there before a million times, so it just looked natural.
Now be honest, are you going for a consecutive MVP?
No, honestly, I'm just here to hoop. To be honest, if it happens, it happens. Whatever suffices, suffices. So I'm just here. I'm blessed to be here and play basketball today, so that's what I'm going to do.
All right, YP, thank you so much. Wise words from a decent man. 12 points, 3 boards, 4 assists in one half. Pretty good stuff.
Niggas pay these niggas. Fuck that nigga. Somebody got money on we probably just want to like highlights and like different stuff. Middle of putting the mic. There we go. We're on tour. It's available right now. Yeah, we're on tour. Originally doesn't have a mic. We're coming up. Hey man, I scored. We both have 5 words and 1 button. That's normally my final stat line. I need to just embrace that. I know, it feels good.
DreamCon lit now, bro. I wanna watch some reaction.
Producers, rappers, your tracks sound mid because you're doing it wrong. For just 99 cents, Splice will make your tracks pop, no cap. The samples are hard and your beats will thank you. Every serious rapper that I know uses Splice. Bro, it's stacked with millions of royalty-free samples, 808s, melodies, drum kicks, and the illest one-shots. All curated so that you can make some beats that people actually want to spit on, with some Dre level production. No more wasting time, just find, drag, create, and... Hey, oh. You got Grammy-winning producers, underground legends, rising talents, all here on Splice. And you best believe if Splice was around back in the day, the OGs would have spent a whole lot of time on here. Sign up to Splice today and create your next big beat.
What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! Crime Reacts back at it again. It may be May, but June is on the way. We got Crime Reacts back at it again. Evil dad realizes cops found his disturbing secret. It's a new month, man. It's May. It's 5 months until the new year. Man, some of y'all are out there doing that dirt. Some of y'all, man, don't realize how bad y'all are disrespecting me, man. 4 crime videos ago, you said you was going to stop. You said you was going to change your life. You thought about everything. You told me that it wasn't going to be worth it. And here you are, man. It's about to be the summer. What are you waiting for, dog? That technology's increasing every day. Are you really trying to ruin your summer? Stop doing that dirt way out there ahead, man, because you're going to get caught. When you get caught, you will be going away for a long time. Everybody will forget about you, and life will move on. Dr. Insanity once again. Let's check it out.
She's not back yet?
Not too long either.
You mind if we take a look in her bedroom? Has she ever disappeared before?
She didn't leave without permission. She doesn't not text me when I text her.
What does she normally take with her when she leaves?
Her bag, her phone.
Her phone's not in here.
Her phone.
She's gonna talk to you at that farm around. Arguing here last night, early the night before, and you think any reason she would leave?
No.
This rumor going around, people telling us that she was afraid to come home.
This is the moment Andy McCauley realized police were on his trail. Just hours earlier, his girlfriend's daughter, Riley Crossman, suddenly went radio silent, and police were quickly called to come and investigate. At first glance, it looked just like a messy teenager's bedroom with nothing out of the ordinary. But as the officers scoured through the clutter, unsettling details began to emerge.
This was a book bag Debbie said she wore, but she said the kids already went through everything. On it.
They would find items that a teenager might typically take if they were planning to run away. But as they begin to look even more, they start to notice blood. Blood was on her sheet, and more was found on her comforter. The cops were now certain that foul play had occurred, and something terrible happened to Riley. As they try to piece together the puzzle, police find themselves entangled in one man's web of deceptions and twisted lies, all crafted to conceal his one single disturbing secret.
Bro, one thing I always notice about majority of these crime videos, most of the time they always have some traceable footage going back from like the gas station and corner store and stuff. It's like, people never learn, man.
On May 2019, dispatchers received a call from a concerned woman reporting the disappearance of her 15-year-old daughter, Riley Crossman. As officers arrive at the scene, they come into contact with the caller, Chantel Oakley, and her boyfriend, Andy McCauley.
What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. Any word? You mind if we take a look in her bedroom?
Rich?
Has she ever disappeared before?
She didn't leave without permission. She doesn't not text me when I text her. This is the only mirror we have like this, so I came in yesterday morning, and I don't remember that being there.
13 on the block, Tay, what up?
Because this is not exactly the way it was. I've been in here digging.
Appreciate y'all mods for monitoring the chat.
According to Riley's mother, this was unlike her, and she wasn't one to run off without telling anyone. A quick search of her room revealed that her belongings were untouched, except her bed, which was covered in bloodstains. This was highly suspicious, so officers quickly took a sample and sent it off for DNA testing. But for now, officers need to gather as much information as possible from people who last saw Riley, so they decide to question Andy about his whereabouts that day.
Just gonna talk to you at that farm around. Arguing here last night, early the night before, and you think any reason she would leave? No. This rumor going around, people telling us that she was afraid to come home. I don't know if that's I hear how people do sometimes, but no, there's nothing like that. Okay. So she wouldn't have to be here. I mean, they're right. They ain't like that. It's never like that. It's just nothing. Yeah. My mom wasn't even home. Right. She's at work. No, you. They said that she got an argument. No.
Black Outlast, get the sub. Thank you so much.
She was you can ask grandma. She was here doing dishes and everything. Grandma was here to some.
Oh shit! Fuck! That was 100% by accident. I was on my other screen. Fucking. All right, hold on. We know where we're at. We're not that far. 100% my bad, y'all.
What if you can create your own website by saying, "This is what I want"? With Wix, you can.
Hey.
Just to talk to you that farm around. Here last night.
He was right here. My bad.
No. Okay. This rumor going around, people telling us that she's afraid to come home. I don't know if that's. I hear how people do sometimes, but no, there's nothing like that. Okay. So she wouldn't have to be here. I mean, they're right. They ain't like that. It's never like that. It's just nothing. Yeah. My mom wasn't even home. Right. She's at work. No, you. They said that she got an argument. No.
Sicko Aim, what up?
She was. You can ask grandma. She was here doing dishes and everything. Grandma was here until 7:30. Okay. Debbie. Right. Yeah. When's the last time?
I don't know. He's looking
saw her?
sus right now.
9, maybe 10ish at night. Yeah. And what context was that? She was here at the house. She went to bed probably. Well, I don't know what time she went to bed, but she was. All the kids were in the room by like 9:30. 9:30. Did she leave in the morning?
13 on the block. Say with a gifted tier. Thank you so much.
That's 5. Okay. Go to work.
According to family and friends, Andy was never an early riser. In fact, when police interviewed one of his colleagues, Johnny, he stated that he had to go to his house and repeatedly call him to wake him up. But on this particular day, things were different.
I'll call him and see if he's up. So that morning, do you remember if you called him or he called you?
Polo stacking, what up?
I want to say he called.
But this was not the only strange thing about Andy that day. He also told police that he was at work all day, and when cops interviewed another one of his colleagues to verify his alibi, they found out that Andy had left work and was gone for nearly 5 hours.
Sus. I smell sus.
It's probably 2:45.
So he wasn't going a while. 4, almost 5 hours.
Because of this, detectives now know that Andy hasn't been completely honest with them so far, at least about staying at work the full day. This is very clearly a red flag and means that he's trying to hide something from them. But Andy might not be the only one hiding something, as officers would find out when they decide to look into Riley's boyfriend, Hayden. For the last 8 months, the two reportedly FaceTimed every night, so officers believed that if anyone was in contact with Riley the night before, it would be Hayden, and he was soon called in for an interview 2 days after Riley went missing.
Can you just tell us when you were last FaceTiming?
I was actually talking to her about the TC trip, what else going on.
And do you know exactly what time?
10:30-ish.
On the night of Riley's disappearance, it just so happened that Hayden deleted all his messages with Riley because he did not want his mother seeing them.
No.
This is why detectives could tell that Hayden knows something, but because of his mother's defensiveness, he's unable to speak his mind.
I told him before not to delete his messages, but he isn't having it, deleting everything.
What do you know about her mom's lifestyle? Or what their relationship?
I don't really know much about them.
I feel like she just isn't a responsible person. She'll just let her do whatever she wants. They had a dance, and she was wearing this short dress. She let her walk to the school by herself in this short dress. It's at night. Riley had way too much freedom.
Although this interview was not too fruitful, it pushed Hayden to come forward with a crucial piece of evidence afterwards.
721, what up?
A series of disturbing text messages that Riley sent to him the night before she disappeared, saying that Andy was in her room and that she was scared. Immediately, all suspicion was further confirmed around Andy, and officers would later use this information to piece together this dark puzzle. But for now, finding out Andy's actual whereabouts and what really happened during the 5 hours that Riley was missing is crucial to the investigation, and the reason why Andy would be called in for questioning.
I just talked to Johnny, right? You saw him lately. Okay. Would you be surprised if he told me something completely different?
Flight_Curry Swirl. Thanks for the gifted sub, bro. That username's crazy.
We did go to, I'm sorry, we did, you're right. Okay. You're right. We did go to, and did a show.
How long were you there, Red? Go.
Like the rest of the day.
Okay.
The rest of the day.
Okay. Were you at that house the entire time fixing the shelves?
No.
Okay. Where were you at?
I was at the other house.
Okay.
I went and got some more drugs.
If Andy was off doing illegal drugs during those 5 missing hours, then that could possibly explain why he didn't initially tell the cops the truth about where he had been all day. But this also could just be his way of trying to distract the police by bringing their attention to something
Andy looking
else.
a little sus,
At this point, detectives know that Andy is desperate to give them an alternate alibi, and his drug story could possibly be true. So to cross-check, they would call in Johnny again. Johnny had a history of drug use, and the two would often do cocaine together, so he can easily substantiate or discredit Andy's account.
Bro, imagine waking up and saying, hey, I'm gonna do some cocaine today. Like, bro, if y'all decide to turn up with y'all lives, man, only stick to tree and alcohol, man.
Would you say that there was enough to still do another line each? Oh, yeah. A couple lines each? Oh, yeah. Okay. So you wouldn't have to, you didn't need any more coke? No.
So now, Andy's story about going to get more drugs isn't adding up. His colleague had already told the cops that they had more than enough cocaine to get them through the rest of the day, so there would be no reason for them to go get more drugs. Realizing that Andy has been lying, the police decide it's time to confront him and get to the bottom of his deception.
What if I told you that I knew you weren't that snow and you didn't buy drugs off anybody that day? See what I'm getting at? We went from this story to this story, now we're gonna get a third story. This is one of these times you really need to think of what you're telling me, okay? Because you're not being honest. Remember I told you about being honest and not gonna just throw shit at you? I know you weren't there. I know you didn't buy drugs off your cousin, and I know you didn't use them in that parking lot that day. Where did you go when you left?
Went to my house to get the drugs.
Okay.
I already had them in my house.
Okay.
I already told you to tell. I still want to tell you I had them in my house.
So you go back home.
Co-producer is going to give you unique sounds that actually fits your track in seconds. Let me show you. First, let it listen.
You use your drugs, and then you go back to work, and then what?
Considering the discrepancies in each version of the story he tells officers, there is more than enough reason for officers to not trust Andy, like they would express.
I'm just telling you the whole part about you.
Brian, what up?
I'm being honest with you. I've been honest with you. I told you the shit that I didn't want to tell you.
Okay. You're being somewhat honest. I mean, we're doing some polling to get some information about some drug activity, which is us.
What up, Most Def Clubs?
But, you know, we're having trouble pulling that out.
Cheesy Bird?
I was worried about the names out there.
Okay, and I told you I don't care about that.
I didn't say that.
You told us about the drug activity, what, 2 nights ago? Did I arrest you for it?
The main reason for detectives pressuring Andy like this is because a record of his movements is crucial for this investigation. Usually law enforcement can just track a suspect's movements using their phone, but in Andy's case, he had supposedly left it at home the day that Riley went missing. Knowing that the more leniency detectives show to Andy, the bolder he would become in giving shady alibis, detectives decide to ramp up the intensity of the conversation, even more to make Andy nervous and slip up about his real whereabouts.
You know, the further along this is, whatever happens, and whoever did this to her, the worse off it gets for that person too.
Yes, I hope so.
She was probably taken out of that house by somebody.
Yeah, I feel something that she was taken that way, I feel, because she'd be on by now. She wouldn't be her mom.
She was taken from that house, is what I'm saying. She didn't wander off. She didn't pack a bag and take her clothes, take her glasses, take a cell phone charger, take all her money. She had most of her money. Someone's going to go.
Yeah, her money was still in the book bag.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, if someone's going to run away or do something, they're going to make a little bit of better effort. Even for a 15-year-old.
I agree.
For a 15-year-old kid, they're going to at least have a necessity.
OG Gator!
Explicitly
Top 10 gifted tier! My man OG Gator, Tone from the 716, what up?
The absurdity of the situation, Andy seems as cold as ever and won't crack about where he really was. But even in this situation, detectives have one piece of evidence that would cause the pressure to mount on Andy. The texts that Hayden had showed them. Once confronted with these, Andy's behavior changes.
I can't do it. I'm dying over here.